Is it on?
Well, hello everyone. How are you doing tonight?
Hello, hello.
Hey, Mrs. TB, what's happening with you tonight?
Oh, not too much. Just trying to check to make sure my volume is off on my
Don't you hate it when it
live
just
stream. It's
suddenly
like,
pops on? Whoa.
where's that icon for making sure I'm not gonna create feedback?
Yeah.
So we have some folks out there already.
We
TB.
do. I'm responding to a couple of them. Off-grid powers
friends.
out there. He said he received his GAW, which is awesome.
Awesome.
Sterling Cannabis joined us early. Hello, SC. How you doing tonight? Silver Steeler, Winning Image Photography. How are you guys doing tonight? Appreciate you joining us. Who else? It's all good. It's all goods out there. How you doing tonight? Appreciate you joining us. And let me see. I think we got everybody covered for now. We'll hope that some others join us.
It's all good. Says, hi, Mrs. TB. Eat or drink anything interesting lately? Asking for a friend.
No, OGP wants no fair rock and roll trivia tonight. Let me just say, maybe.
Maybe not.
We'll see how the wheel determines what we're gonna have tonight. All right, well, we trust y'all had a great weekend. Things are lightening up around the country with things opening back up. Michigan has, lightened up a little bit. We're still on stage 4 of 6, I believe, and so that means the thumb is still on us at some level, and we are still complying as good little stewards of the law. We do what we're supposed to do, but we're happy to see that things are moving along and things are getting a little better as far as the economy and just people getting back to work. That's what we want, right? Is people getting back to work. That's the important thing for sure.
Absolutely.
So creating an environment for people to get back to work. Winnie always gets a commercial at the start. You know what, Winnie? When I start, I get a commercial too. That's why you guys probably hear it come on, and then it's quiet for 5 seconds because I'm waiting for the commercial. And then before I click skip the ad. What am I skipping the ad for? I should probably be watching it.
You have to start it early.
30 minutes. Hang on. I'm watching the ad.
Well, there's a solution. You just start it earlier, and then you can watch your own ad.
Or I can turn off the ads. I could turn off monetizing too, I guess. That would be an option as well. It's not like monetizing does a whole lot for us, but every penny,
fraction of a penny.
Every penny a week.
It might count. I don't know if it'll add up.
Can't discount a penny. Well, I guess you can discount a penny. That would be 0. All right.
Discount a penny, half a cent.
Hey, Cash Cats, how's it going? Right. We're going to give you half a cent. All right. So just a quick little announcement. We'll talk about it later when hopefully more people join us. But Silver Steeler and Winning Image Photography are going to be our special guests again next week. So we're looking forward to that. Silver Steeler's been rocking it lately. Sent me another text. We have each other's phone numbers. Sent me another text the other day. It's just some more awesome stuff. So I'm really happy these guys have survived the downturn and made it through and back to work and able to continue to stack with not just stack, but even some collectible stuff. That's really cool to see. So Silver Steeler, keep that stuff coming. It's awesome. Maybe next week when you're on, if we can get the camera side going and everything, you can show off some of that cool stuff you have. Silver Steeler spent $1,700 on 11 Morgans. Okay, I'm not sure I knew that, but awesome. He loves his Morgans, that's for sure. Michael M., what's happening? How's it going?
Cool.
Oh, Winning Image photographer says Morgan dollar, Morgan dollar, Morgan dollar. That's only 3 times. You need to say it 11 times. You need 8 more. Yes, and Silver Steeler posted a video about his monster box. He's on the verge of having that filled up. These guys are having a good year. Maybe it looked like a, rough year when they're getting laid off and things like that. But it's turning out to be a pretty good year for those guys. That's really cool to see. I love it. Love seeing that stuff. We just opened up a package today. Decided not to do a video on it, but we're buying a few things every once in a while. But we're kind of holding out. I'm going to show some prices here in a little bit on some stuff out there on the online bullion dealers. But I'm still not happy with the premiums. I'm still wanting this stuff to come down a little bit.
Michael Lamb is here.
It's all good.
But
Says
can only stop by. Been so busy these past few weeks.
Oh,
Well, you know what?
we have
Anytime
missed
you can spend with us is great.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate you stopping by, and it's nice to have you here for sure. It's all good. Says I could get Morgan Freeman in my house for $1,700.
But why would you?
I don't know. I don't know about that. Yeah, would you pick Morgan Freeman or 11 Morgans? I think I'd take 11
the
Morgans.
11 Morgans, personally.
Yeah, because they laugh. They last after he goes home, right? You still got them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Silver Steeler. I don't have any Carson City Morgans, or I don't have a Carson City anything actually. So that's really probably more because of my stacker mentality and just wanting to get things for low cost. But we're prepared maybe someday to move more into the collecting type stuff and getting some cool things like that, because I'd love to have some cool things like that. But just it's actually probably a better time to do it right when the premiums are up so high to be a stacker, to maybe look at the collectible stuff, because I don't think the premiums are, those tend to be not so vulnerable and bounce up and down so much. So all right. Silver Tanifa, what's happening? Thank you for joining us. And Stormin CA says, just stop by and hit the like button. Well, it's too bad you can't hang around, but we appreciate you stopping by and clicking that like button. And we'd appreciate it if others would do it as well. Of course, only if you like it. Yeah. But only if you like the show. But don't forget, the show also includes a little bit of some silver along the way. So we'll be giving that away here in a little bit. All right. So,
well, anytime that you can stop by, even if it's just for a short time, we appreciate you at least spending some time with us.
That's for sure. It's all good. Loves Morgans, and he hopes to see Silver Steeler's collection. Yeah, when we went to that coin show with Silver Steeler, when in his photography, they were definitely checking out the Morgans that were there, and whereas we kind of just browse by the cases and look and go, those are nice. They were looking for particular adheres and mints. That's what I need to.
They had their list going, didn't they?
They did. That's what I need to do. Is I need to get more educated on what's a good Morgan, what's an average Morgan. I just don't know by looking at a year and a mint like Silver Steeler and Winning Image Photography do. He's so Silver Steeler says he's full blown Morgan again. All right. Hey, Eve writes, hello there to you. How you doing tonight? Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you stopping by. For sure. It's good to see you again, bud. All right. So everybody seems like they're doing well. Made it through another weekend. Got a week to look forward to now. We got a few things to get done this week. We got some things that are going on, and we got we're busy, and we gotta take care of some things, but we're excited about that and moving forward on our projects and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Oh, Silver Tanifa is currently making nachos. Those sound good.
Is that an original Kiwi dish?
I wonder. That's a good question. All right, so let me see. I'm going to do a little test here. I'm just wondering how bad the delay is. So what I like to do is I just like to wave my hand in front of the camera and then see how long it takes to show up on the screen. All right.
Taking a while there,
Taking a while. Oh, what's that? 10 or 12 seconds maybe? Wow,
Yeah, there's quite
that's
a
not
delay
as
there.
bad as it's been, but it's still a decent delay. And that's from my computer to my computer.
Yes, that's-
So imagine what Silver Tanifa's seeing halfway around the world, right? Storm NCA says, I'm planning on getting more Morgans for my next auction. Slad Morgans. Hey, want still a silver stealer? Know that. And Eve Wright says, I hope the family is well and safe. Yes, we are, and hope you are
thank
too.
you.
We had a Father's Day celebration yesterday and went and over to one of our daughter's house and hung out with our kids and our grandkids and had a really good time. It's always great to see them. Our daughter and son-in-law make some really awesome food, had some good food to eat, and they do it very, very well. And they work really hard to feed everybody because it's a big crowd, and we appreciate them taking the time to do that and inviting us over and stuff. Had a great time. And again,
it's always great when somebody else does the cooking, though, isn't it, GB?
it really is. Yeah, we've done our fair share, but we still got to do our fair share too. So yeah. It's a lot faster than the audio, Sterling Cannabis says. Oh, Winning Edge Factory just ate some Doritos. Those are like nachos in a bag, aren't they? You got your chips and your cheese all in one.
Hey, did you see that Silver Tanifa? Could we throw a little prayer out to Crispy's Kiwi Adventures? He's having spinal fusion today. Wow, that's serious stuff.
All right, well, why don't we just say a quick prayer now for him? So, Lord, we just come before you with thanksgiving in our hearts, and we just ask, God, today that you would be there for Crispy in a spinal fusion. Lord, we pray that you would give him the right doctors with the right wisdom, with the right knowledge, with the right understanding to give Crispy exactly what he needs when he needs it. We thank you, we appreciate you, and we ask it all in Jesus' name. Amen. So a lot of times you say, yeah, I'll pray for you, and you may get busy, you may forget. So for those of you who may not pray like we do, just if you didn't mind us, just taking a few seconds to just bless Crispy, we're hoping. So thank you for that. All right. We just figured there's no time to do it, then the better time than the present. All right.
Hey, Silver Ripples just joined.
Yes, sir. What's happening? Oh, Floyd Baldwin just had some beef jerky. All right. Storm CA says my next auction is 7/12. Stop by and check out what we have. All right, sounds good. Especially if you have Morgans, I bet you Silver Stealer will be there. Amen, says Sterling Cannabis. All right. Oh, Cash Cats is eating some Twinkies. Oh, it's been a while since I had some Twinkies. Hey, Archaeology Mikey 007.
Do they still make those?
I think they do. They went out of business several years ago, but somebody bought them. Yeah.
Some people buy those and collect them, and they're nothing happens. They don't change year after year. 12 years later, they're still in the package, looking the same. But there are collector's items.
The Twinkies?
The
12-year-old ones?
Some people collect them and then just save them for like ever, just to see how long that they could keep them for, I guess.
Archaeology Mikey says, hey, I want to go a half-ounce silver Australian great white shark and going hunting couple.
Wow.
That's awesome. Wasn't that what you won? Remember off of somebody's gauze? Somebody sent you a half-ounce, and I think it was a great white shark. Yeah. It's a Perth Mint one. Yeah. That's a nice coin. I believe it is a coin, or is it a round? I don't know. But either way, that's nice. Nice piece of silver. Congratulations, Archaeology Mikey. That's really cool. You're welcome, Silver Tanifa. Yeah, let them know that we're praying for them. It's cool because we all need what we can get for sure. All right. Silver Stealer says, I mailed out to you today Silver Ripples. Cool. Was that 40%er from last week, I believe, Silver Ripples won. And we got all of our gauze out early this past week, so we got caught up on those. Cash Cat says that Twinkies are a dietary staple. It's awesome. Just like Peeps.
Oh, peeps. Yeah. That
All
is
right,
a
Storm and
dietary
CA.
statement.
Sorry, Mrs. TV. Good night, Storm and CA. Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks.
All right, Silver Steeler says, want to sell Ripples No. I got a raw 1883 CC proof like today. I know you will like it. That is really, really awesome. Silver Tanafo is considering picking up a BUCC Morgan to put towards his 1K. I've got a long way to go, but I'll get there, and I'm wanting to big draw to make it well worth it. Oh my gosh, you'd give away a BUCC Morgan on your 1K giveaway? Ooh, man. That is pretty awesome. I'm telling you. All right, Sterling Cannabis. Who? I haven't gotten an update on that Yankee box. Who was the one that just had it, or who was the last couple? I guess I need to go back to Yankees page and click because I haven't. I usually get notified or hear somebody talking about it. Who's sending it to you, SC? I'm just curious. And I know you sent me a comment about getting together ourselves, and I'll get back to you on that. We'd like to. It's not off the. It's not improbable. Not out of the question.
Yeah.
It just depends on what we're doing and how busy we are and where we'll be and things like that. So.
Because sometimes we have to change our plans last minute,
Yeah,
like
we
we did
did.
this past week because
Exactly.
of.
So, but yeah, we can
take care of
try to
some
work it
business.
out. No doubt, that'd be pretty cool, and save you some shipping money for sure.
Yeah.
Which we wouldn't mind doing that for you. That's for sure. All right, Floyd Baldwin's just hanging in the stream.
Cool.
Draco's Dragons had it. Okay, all right. So yeah, I'll have to check that out. I might have missed the stop before him. I think I saw a video a couple weeks ago, but nothing recently. So I'll have to see who had it before Draco. I'm sure he'll say in this video. I would just want to make sure I'm caught up on all those Yankee unboxings and packaging back up because that's pretty cool. All right. Yeah, it'd be cool to check out what's going on with the Yankee Wax things. That thing's been out since, man, I don't know. It's been out for several months. Been floating around there. Maybe at LCS and Lansing, Sterling Cannabis says. Okay, it just depends on. I wouldn't mind going to an LCS and Lansing. It just depends on the date and time and whether or not we could make it. It would not be during a weekday.
Yeah,
you know that for sure.
do
You know.
okay.
So. All right, yeah, that sounds like a potential for sure. Archaeology Mikey says, I think I found a BU 1880S Morgan crossbar over date 8/7. I bought for $50 at the pawn shop. It looks like it was 63 or 64. If it is 200 to 300 or more online auctions, yeah, I'd be surprised if well, maybe not, but a pawn shop should know if they've got a MS 63 or 64. It'd be pretty clear that was a pretty nice coin. I don't think I've ever seen a 63 or 64 go for $50. So, all right. The Stacking Nerd had it for 3 weeks and didn't do a video. Wow, that's a bummer. All right, I heard that the Stacking Nerd wasn't putting out videos lately. So, all right. So
things happen in life, and
for
sometimes
sure.
you have to change your priorities.
And that's what's going on with us right now. We've been so busy lately. It's been hard to find the YouTube time that we need to do.
Right.
But you know, life is about ebbs and flows, ups and downs, and you roll with it and go with it. That's all you can do. That's how you have to do it. So, all right. So I wanted to take a look at some of the few of the ads I got this week and just see where a few things are at. So. Let me go over to my desktop here. Let's take a look at this one. All right, see if this comes on. It did, so I'm not looking at the chat right now there, Mrs. TV, but let me take a quick look at this. Got this from Talking Bullion today, and they want $20.45 for just a generic Buffalo. And you can see up there on the top, I got the silver ask price circled. So 20.45, we're going to minus 17.96. So that's $2.49 above spot. So for generic silver, still looking at about $2.50 above spot. Still, it's better. it's no doubt it's coming down, right?
It is.
But it's still, I think, a little high. And then you can see the little corner banner there that it's on sale right now. All right, so let's take a look at something else. So same place, Talking Bullion, but this time we're looking at a Canadian Maple Leaf for 2020. And you can see this has quite a bit higher premium on it. So let's take a look. The silver ask price was slightly cheaper when I screen printed this one, but this is $5.39 above spot. Wow, that is still a heavy premium. I didn't look up the ASCs, but we all know the ASCs are still pulling down some nice premiums. And then I also got this, I think, on Friday. This is from Monument Metals. So they've got 90% for as low as $1.99 over spot. So I think you have to buy a bag, a really big bag of that, like $100 face.
To get it that low.
To get it that low. But at least, I mean, the whole point of this is that we see at least that the premiums are starting to come down, right? This
going in the right direction.
This 90% was $6 or $7, $5 or $6 not that long ago. So it is coming down for sure. So I thought it'd be cool to just point that out and talk about it for a minute. So, all right, making it back to the comments. Let's see. Oh, did Silver Britches join us?
Yes.
Hello,
yes.
SB. How's it going? Thank you for joining us. Rocky Mountain Bears here. RMB, what is happening? All right. Silver Britches says, smash that thumbs up button, folks. All right. So, those of you don't know, we had Silver Britches on as a guest a few weeks ago now. But if you didn't catch him, go back and look at the replay because it was a really good interview, and it's really cool to hear Silver Britches and his thoughts. And he's got a great channel. So yeah, catch up with him and make sure you visit his channel as well. He's got some great stuff, and the guy loves his gold and silver. So I believe his ratio on gold to silver, that's 50-50, and boy, wouldn't we all like to be at that ratio. Silver Steeler says, must be lower. Well, when you have contacts that you drive to another state and pick up your tubes of ASCs, then it can be lower. Alright. They don't drop more soon, they'll force me to get more from Steve Rice. Yeah, that's your nice little contact there.
That's right.
Provident Metals had, they were $5, I believe, above spot on the ASCs there. It's all good. And Silver Britches had a video about it and said he was thinking about pulling the trigger. For me, I've never paid $5 above spot for an American Silver Eagle, and I just don't want to start now. I just don't. It'll impact my dollar cost averaging, and I'd rather just hold out till it comes back down.
The guy with the calculator.
That's the stacker. This is, it's got to be as cheap as possible. I feel good when I get a good deal. That's why I feel down lately, because I haven't been able to score one of those great deals.
Right. But Archaeology Mikey was saying that his pawn shop that he's been dealing with, they don't know how to grade them, and so he's found some good deals at his pawn shop. Sells silver at 11 times to 12 times face value because I'm his favorite customer.
So let me see. So yeah, I mean, right now silver would be about 12.8 times for constitutional silver. So if you can get it for 11 or 12 times, you'll be getting it below spot. So I'd be picking that up all day right now if I could get a score on that. So tell him if he wants to ship for free and give me good quality stuff to send me his phone number. I'd pick some up at 11 times, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
It's your favorite customer when buying coins at the pawn shop. All right, well, you got a good relationship, and that we know is
that's a big deal.
Big deal. It's very important. It can really help you. And then Silver Britches says he didn't. He couldn't do it. He could not pull the trigger on those $5 above spot and on those American Silver Eagles. Yeah, I think it's kind of tough because I really think if we just hang in there, well, they're going to come down. Just got to be patient. All right, so Silver Steeler says pawn shops around here are sky high on Eagles.
Yeah, that's the ones we've seen.
Yeah, me too. I never buy any coin from a pawn shop. I stopped by one a few months ago, and I couldn't believe how much they wanted for stuff. I'm like, you're supposed to be cheaper here. That's the whole point of a pawn shop, right?
Yeah, that's supposed to be.
Cash Cat says, I spent $21 when silver spot was 18. Can't do it anymore. I've been stacking 40%ers. Well, there you go. Yeah, so that's what I mean. Before, I wouldn't even pay $3 for an ASC. If they got below $2.50, I'd consider it, but I really liked them around $2. So I think it'll come back to that someday. I'm hopeful. Yep, Archaeology Mike agrees. Relationships matter. What would you give for a 10-ounce bar, TB? I bought my last one, my LCS for $212 each. I thought that was an okay deal. Yeah, I mean $21, 20 cents an ounce. What did we say? It was about 18, so a little over $3. I mean, in today's marketplace, that's a pretty good deal. 6 months ago, that $3 over spot might have been a little high for a 10 ouncer, but we all know that right now that's not a bad deal to keep the silver rolling. So again, I'd probably hold out, but I'd say if you're a stacker and you want to stack, then look for the good deals like that for sure.
Right.
It's all good. Says best he can find is 13x, which if you could get it for 13x right now, that's just a little bit over spot, so that wouldn't be a bad deal. End of next month might be time for cheap silver, says Silver Britches. Well, we're hoping so.
Let's hope.
Yep, Cash Cat says 15x at his LCS. I would say that's probably fairly common for most people right now. So Archaeology Mikey likes those foreign coins for sure. History Trackers, what's going on? You snuck in there on us? No pawn shops or coin stores where I live. I have to take an hour and a half ferry ride to one. Oh, that's a pretty big deal. So you'll be looking for those online deals for sure. Sterling Cano's been finding spot for just under $20 an ounce. It's a good thing. I enjoy pouring silver. Yeah, that pouring silver is pretty cool there.
Whoa,
Silver Britches. Thank you so much. Awesome. Appreciate the super chat. Wow. All right, I wanted to say hi. Somebody else snuck in. Hidden Numismatist. How's it going?
Hidden was hidden.
Yeah, thanks again there, Silver Britches. That's really awesome. We appreciate that for sure. All right. So we looked at some of those. Deals. Oh, it's about 9:30. Why don't we do a giveaway?
TV. So what are you going to do for this giveaway?
Let's do the quarter.
Yes.
As our giveaway item. 1964.
And how are you going to choose the question?
All right. So we know that.
It's all good. Well, thank you.
Thank you. Choo choo. Get the trainer rolling. All right.
Silver Britches says no math.
Eve Wright says there are no coin shops where he's at. I have to rely on Craigslist ads or jewelry stores for silver, which I won't do. One person on Craigslist offered silver eagles for $27. Oh, and you didn't buy them all? Just kidding. All right. Silver Britches, no math. All right. So that's the whole deal there, Silver Britches. I've got two different questions for this giveaway. One is a rock and roll trivia question by request from Off Grid Power, and one is a math question. And I didn't want to ask which one do you want me to do, because I know what you guys would say. You would say no math. So here's what we're going to do to decide which question gets asked for the quarter. We are going to spin the wheel. All right. So I got rock and roll trivia as one of the options, math question as another, and then I got 2 spin agains because I just didn't want to have 2 wedges, right?
Oh.
So just throwing in, might have to spin a couple times. So this is what we're gonna do.
So you're not gonna have a third question?
Yeah, the third question is for this.
Oh, okay.
All right, so keep an eye on here because I can't see
Alright,
the wheel of destiny.
The wheel of destiny.
So this is going to
Will it
determine.
be math or rock and roll?
Hey, Dove Season, how's it
Hey,
going?
Dove Season.
Thanks for joining us. All right, so we are going to spin this, and we are going to see which question we are going to ask. All right, so here we go. Click to spin.
Alright.
Boom, there it goes. Oh, will it be rock and roll trivia or will it be...
Oh my gosh, it is
The-
rock
The group is
and
going to
roll
be so
trivia.
happy because they're landing on rock and roll trivia. All right. Let's go back to the main screen. Let me minimize this out of my way. Okay, here we go.
So do you
All
have
right.
the questions typed up, TB?
I do.
Ooh, okay.
All right, I just got to make sure I click on the right one so I can save my question for next week. All right, so here we go. It's all good. Loves that wheel. Off-grid power is
This time.
off-grid power is going to be upset that it's not a math question. Yes.
Yes.
Off-grid power for now. It's going to be one answer. You know how
One
we.
guess.
I'm
Mhm.
sorry. Thank you, Mrs. TV. It's going to be
Mhm.
one guess.
That's my job.
And we're going to go to question number 1. And here we go. Which artist has been described by the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as arguably the greatest instrumentalist in the history of rock music? Go. One guess, please.
One guess.
Which artist has been described by the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as arguably the greatest instrumentalist in the history of rock music?
Greatest instrumentalist.
Okay. All right. So here we go. Silver Ripples likes a gold and silver spot randomized. I don't know. It's been bouncing all over the place. I saw it was up pretty high yesterday and went down. I'll never be able to figure out how they, do the plus and minus.
Oh, I think we have a winner there, TB.
We
Check.
do have a winner. You can stop. Hidden Numismatist got it with Jimi Hendrix. Right before Cash Cats. He
Yeah,
just beat you
by
just right before.
seconds.
So that is the answer. It is Jimi Hendrix. Which I was a little surprised because I don't think of Jimi Hendrix as a instrumental type guitar player. He is a pretty darn good guitar player. But so yeah, it says although Jimi Hendrix had a relatively brief musical career before his untimely death at the age of 27, he is widely considered as one, if not the greatest rock guitarist the world has ever seen. So yeah, all right. I thought that was interesting
Play
trivia.
guitar.
LGP, I hope you appreciated that one.
It wasn't a kiss one.
You would have been prepared for that one. So hidden numismatist, I think you know the procedure, the routine. Send an email with your mailing address to tb@talkingbullion.com, and we will get you out a beautiful 1964 Washington Corda. All right. Thank you for playing along, folks. All right, so just looking at the comments here. All right. So that was our first call. We're moving right along here tonight. And those of you that have recently joined us, we want to remind you that next week, Silver Steeler and Winning Image Photography are going to join us, be part of the live show. Maybe, just maybe, Silver Steeler will have a little silver steel to show off to us if we can get the camera and everything working, which I think we can. I think we've improved that technology quite a bit. So Yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, Jimi Hendrix is good. You have to wonder these guitar players that died so early in life, what they would have provided if they would have been able to hang around for a few more decades, and because there were some pretty Stevie Ray Vaughan. There's a whole list of them that have just died way before their time, and they're some tremendous talents. The only music people archaeology Mikey knows is Michael Jackson and Elvis Presley. Well, Mikey, one of these times when you're hanging out on YouTube, do look up some Kiss videos, look up some Jimi Hendrix, look up some, who's some of the old people that are just some classic. How about the, well, we won't get into that, but spend some time looking at that 70s,
the old folks
60s,
music.
yeah, 60s, 70s rock and roll. There is some really good stuff out there. Did someone say Morgans? Yeah, Van Halen, the early Van Halen. Some really, really good stuff. I saw Van Halen during their first tour back
Oh, you must have just been
a long
an
time
infant,
ago.
right?
I was probably still in diapers. Yeah, it's one of those probably my parents probably had earphones over my head. No, I
In
saw
a stroller, right?
I saw him early on. That's I don't know if I told that story before. That story was we had this was back when you had to buy physical tickets to go to concerts, and then we had 4 of them. And I think I was playing with them on the living room floor, and my dad picked them up and threw them away because he thought they were trash. And so we had 3 of the 4 tickets. We had like 1, 2, and 4 because I dug them out of the trash, but I couldn't find the 3rd one. In fact, my dad burned the trash later that day, and I think it may have been in there. So we showed up to the venue, and they said, "Well, you got 1, 2, and 4. If somebody shows up with ticket 3, we'll kick you out." But they let us in, which was pretty nice of them. So don't think they'd probably do that today. But
No, probably not.
I was at a small arena in the Detroit area, so it was a loud concert. I remember barely being able to understand the words because it was so loud. Oh, archaeology. Mikey does not like music. Okay, well, I guess he won't be looking up that old rock and roll then. Yeah, Silver Britches says, I'll say Def Leppard drummer did well with just one arm. That is for sure. They really did a good job to help him recover from that. Scorpions, yep, some good old Scorpions music was pretty good. No doubt. Oh, Rocky Mountain Bear went outside his cellular coverage. He missed everything.
Oh.
I was really hoping you'd have a chance to win that 10-ounce bar, but oh well.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. Oh, Styx, yep. Styx back in their early days. I saw them in concert one night as well. Their Grand Illusion tour was really awesome. All right. Yeah, Sterling Canada says, I need music as much as I need oxygen. I love music too. Music is really there's something that it does, I think. I'm sure Sterling Cannabis knows exactly what I'm talking about. Remember when you spent the night in front of the music store to buy tickets? Right. As long as we're talking about Kiss, you guys know I'm an old Kiss fan. We did that. We spent the night outside the arena. This was a long time ago. Woke up. They had already been selling tickets for a couple hours because we slept a little late. Ran in there, hoping it wasn't sold out, and we ended up getting some tickets. But yeah, we've been through those days, that's for sure. The good old days.
Poor Rocky Mountain Bear said you actually got me for a second there.
Sorry, don't want to give you a heart attack. Yeah, Styx was a lot better with Dennis DeYoung, that's for sure. And they replaced him with a guy that sounded pretty good. But it's just like Journey replacing Steve Perry with another singer. It sounds just like him. But yeah, there's nothing like the good old classic originals. Archaeology Mikey, all I watch and listen to on YouTube is coins and war movies.
Oh.
All right. When he was photography, his friends with Styx photographer. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Sterling Canada says I average a concert per week until the last 4 months. Cool.
Oh.
He loves his music. All right. Without Dennis DeYoung, Styx only plays 30% of their stuff. Haven't seen a concert in years. Silver Britches says, "Man, let me get my jean jacket out of the closet." Yeah, those were the days, I'll tell you. Pull out that jean jacket.
All right.
All right,
Well,
so
what's going on in the world of silver there, TV?
well, some of you saw videos, and I'm sure you're aware, but I thought it'd be good to take a look at this segment.
What segment?
I will show you here momentarily. I'm just reading Silver Ripples, trying to figure out TV was. What is that? What does that one represent? I think if you roll over it, you can tell.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what those emoticons are.
All right. So let me show you this. I think this is interesting. So I'm going to not be able to see the chat again.
All
I
right.
could, but it's easier to stay focused on what I'm presenting. So the U.S. Mint recently announced some of the images that they're considering using for the new Silver Eagle and Gold Eagle in 2021. I thought we'd take a minute just to look at some of these. I have to tell you folks, I'm not really that impressed with any of them, and there's a lot of them. So I don't know, some of these things just look like maybe they should be pictures hanging on a wall, not really on a coin. So these are going to be these are the options for the new reverse, and I just thought we'd kind of fly through these a little bit and just see, I mean, maybe see the number down here on the bottom. AES, I think that's American Eagle Silver, reverse 01.
You might need to kind of defend yourself as far as why you fell asleep waiting for tickets.
Oh, I got
There's
it.
a lot of
got
theories out there.
I got it. All right, I got it now. Sometimes you just got to connect the dots. So here's the first one. So let's go through. I'll go through these kind of fast because you know, there's a lot of them. But look at the number down at the bottom, so if you want to comment on it. So, but again, I didn't fall in love with any of them. I mean, it's not a terrible design, but again, for the back of a coin, you know, some of these things just, I think, I mean, they just take submissions and I think pick the best ones. And I don't think it's guaranteed that any of these will make it necessarily, but it just seems like the legs, the thighs are really thick in that one. Just looks a little out of proportion to me.
Like turkey legs or something.
Yeah. Maybe it's the, you know, please Ben Franklin a little bit. I don't know, but that's, you know, that's not bad. I think the face looks a little aggressive maybe, but the design is, you know, kind of cool. I mean, look at all the detail on the feathers and stuff. That's R11. That's pretty close to the same thing. That, I think, again, just looks a little cheesy to me.
E.B. Wright says looks like a generic round design.
It really does to me.
It's kind of what it seems like, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hopefully they'd add more detail than what they have on there.
See, like this, I just don't really like that at all. I don't think that's very creative. That's, you know, this isn't a terrible design, but again, I'm not really sure that, again, more of a round design than the official American Silver Eagle type thing. They like the, you know, bird in flight for sure, as we can see here. We're up to 18, up to 19. Got the, I assume that's an olive branch in there. That's a little better because I filled in with the flag on the background, but again, looks really like a round.
Well, there's a delay. There it is.
This is kind of, I don't know, I think it's kind of weird how they're locking feet together and, I don't know.
Rocky Mountain Parrots. Diabetes for chicken.
This again would be great on a round, but not on the back of American Silver Eagle. And then these here get a little cartoony, I think.
Yeah, some are kind of ugly, aren't they?
So still going. Again, I think I've seen a round that looks like this. I mean, good for a round.
Hey, Vanessa joined us.
Hey, Vanessa, what's going on? This looks almost like a rendition of like the old bills, like the drawings on the old bills used to have. And there's I think they've actually had one like that on one of the back of the gold coins, didn't they? I mean, I really like the classic style of the current eagle on the back of the American Silver. I just really like the design of that. There's number 34, number 35. Should be ending here soon. That
Wow,
was it.
quite a selection. Now, are they having all of those for people to vote on, or what are they doing? Getting people's thoughts on the artwork, or what?
Yeah, I think they're candidates. I don't think people are voting on them. I don't think they're allowing the public to vote on it. But
No.
so yeah, let me go back over, see if anybody's made any comments. If anybody really liked them. Sterling Cannabis likes number 37. 30 Cash Cats like number 31. So Vanessa says, since we talked about art, they're all pretty good pieces of art. They're all good in their own way, and they all have their own strengths. Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, some of them were pretty cool. I just don't know about being on the back of America's Most Classic Coin, because they're using the same designs to pick the one for the American Gold Eagle as well.
Oh.
So, Sterling Cannabis says the board will choose. All right. See what else people said. I like the one with the flying eagle scent design picture. More than likely, Dove Season says the mint will disappoint, but we'll get used to whatever they toss out there.
Right.
Yeah, I haven't been too happy with their last couple years, their rounds and different things that they've come out with. I think they're pretty disappointing, really, especially compared to what other mints are doing around the world. Silver Stater says, the only thing I have taken into account is that the mint does horrible pictures of their coins. No reflective mist or mirrored background shows up well in the pictures from them. You know, you got a really good point. They really don't take very good pictures of their coins. They almost seem like renditions of the coin, not the actual picture. We know with those mirror finishes, it's hard to get a great picture, but I think they could do a lot better. So yeah, you make a valid point there, for sure. Hey, Draco's Dragon, what's going on? We're just talking about how you had the Yankee box last time. And I think he's saying that maybe Lady Bullion had it before. I did see that video.
Oh,
so
yeah.
all right. This is coming from a cartoonist. Okay. Silver Britches says, ball them up and start over. Yep. All right. So let me see. Let me just go back and let's just get a quick little look here. We had somebody say 31 and 37. So let's just take a quick look at those again real quick. I'll cruise through them real quick, then I'll pop over there. So I don't have to put everybody through everything. So let's go to 31. Somebody liked 31, which was the one I said I thought looked almost like one of the eagles on the old bills, which was a compliment. So yeah, that's kind of cool. And then somebody liked 37 as well. So let's take a look at 37. The bird in flight flying over the trees. All right. So just a little reminder to everybody of what people liked. So there we go. Okay. All right. So what time is it, Mrs. TV?
Oh, I don't know. It's 9:48 according to my clock.
All right.
Is it time for another?
No.
Or are you gonna wait?
I'm gonna wait just a little bit longer. All right, so we're getting a few more votes for 31, and people are talking about 37, so that's good.
And 36.
Oh, I didn't see 36 on there. So Draco says, I hope I did good with what I put in and took out. Don't want no one mad. I'm sure you did fine, Draco. I still have to decide what I'm going to put in there. I've got some ideas, but I want to see what's in the box first, and I'll base it off of, trying to maybe find something that's not in there or something a little unique. I'm not really sure. I'm going to wait, and I'm going to wing it when I get it. It's 9:01. Roll back Monday. All right.
Well, that was good to take a look at those designs.
Yeah, that's going to impact us all of us collectors, stackers.
That's true.
We're going to have to live with that. I just hope that they really do something fantastic, or we're just like, awed by the design because they've got the capability to do that. That's for sure.
For sure.
Sterling Cannabis says that the box needs constitutional silver. Some people are kind of bashing the constitutional silver in the box, saying, "Oh, everybody has constitutional. We're not. It's making the box heavy. We don't need it in there." Blah blah
Really?
blah.
Oh.
So I don't know. I kind of, if I was to win the box, I'd like to win some constitutional silver. even with having some, I'd still like to win some more. So, but I don't know. We can maybe throw some in there if there's nothing in there, but. So Draco says a 6.2 gram nugget was put in there. Ooh.
Wow. Nice.
When am I going to get 40%ers? I don't know. I'm waiting for the coin shows to open up. They're still not open. I think they're closed up through July, so unless I can find them for a great deal.
Does everyone else have coin shows?
Yeah, I mean, we asked last week, how about you guys? Are any coin shows opening up around you? Because it's time. Everything else is opening up. Why can't we go to a coin show? I'm sure these vendors are probably starving. Oh, silver Tanifa. Oh, belly is full, full, full. All right, Vanessa says, you know what? She's going to make her own design for the AG and ASC, and I'll put it to a poll to see if people like it. That would be awesome.
That would be great.
We'd love to see it.
That'd be fun.
History Tracker says, I love constitutional silver. Michigan closed for 2020. Boy,
Yeah,
it sure feels like it.
Silver Stealer, I think you might be, unfortunately, but right.
Yeah, constitutional silver is where it's at, says Cash Cats. Well, we think so.
Yeah.
We love constitutional silver. We think it's worthy. Now, you know, one of the cons of it is the weight and the storage of it, you know, for sure. But I'll tell you, it's great to have a few rolls of constitutional silver, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Sterling Cannabis says Draco, he's going to leave the nugget in there, but man, is it ever nice. Well, yeah, I'll leave it in there too, because the goal is really to have this box be just something super fantastic for the person winning it. So, yeah, I'm not looking to personally score myself. I'm really looking to have this box be just something just so awesome. So.
Hey, Steve Rice, aka Cyclops Stacks.
Steven, what's happening? Alright, let's see. Dove Season says, I haven't seen any ads for coin shows here in Arizona, but all the coin shops are open. Well, that's cool.
Oh, it's good that they're open.
Yeah, we don't have any good coin shops around, really. There's one quite a ways, but... Alright, let's see. It just bounced up past my view.
You have to read faster there, TB.
So Vanessa says, fair notice, my style is that of the 1920s and 30s, so I bet most people won't like it. Well, even so, let's see your style. Everybody has their own style. Let's check it out.
Yeah, that would be great.
Jimmy Licari joined us. Hey, Jimmy, how you doing?
Jimmy.
Hope you're doing well as well. All right, Steve Rice. Nice to see you, my friend. Muscle Shell's joined us. What's going on? Still got another gog coming up here in a few minutes. And it's going to be the dime. The quarter was already won, but that's coming up. Silver Ripple says, the weight makes you remember you have a lot of real money. And Silver Stealer says, wait, Talking Bullion likes constitutional silver? When? Oh man, I'd love that stuff. I really wish I could be buying some more. Haven't hooked back up with my resource yet, and probably never will, but it was great while it lasted. That's why we bought it while we could, right, Mrs. TB?
Yeah, absolutely. Whatever you say, TB. Not really, but you know.
It sure sounds good though, doesn't it?
It just sounds good.
Alright, so I'm just trying to catch up. Vanessa says 1920s cartoons, such as Betty Boop and Popeye the Sailor and Mickey Mouse. Alright, cool. Those are some good stuff. Muscle Shell says, go Michigan. All right. So why don't we go ahead and do this last call then, Mrs. TB?
Okay. What time is it? Oh, 9:55. All right.
All right. Draco said, "Hi, Mrs. TB." So does Muscle Shell. Hi,
I'm
Mrs.
getting
TB.
caught up
Hi.
on my saying hellos.
All right.
miss
So
you
we're gonna
there.
go for this 1953 dime, and we got a little bit of a change here tonight. You know what? We need 5 minutes because this is gonna be hard.
Oh.
I might have to give some clues on this one because this is going to be a toughie.
What
All
kind of a
right.
question would that possibly be?
So we're going to go for...
It's going to be an unusual question, isn't it?
Here we go. This question is going to be... Mr. TB8. What?
So hidden pneumatisms. I can't say it tonight. Can I play Talking Bullion?
Why don't you hold off hidden so somebody else can win if you don't mind? You got that nice quarter. Yeah, I appreciate you asking, but let's have somebody else a chance to win. So this is going to be a Mr. TB8 what? And this is going to be heard. I might give you a hint early on, but let's
see. Sterling Cannabis wanted math.
Oh, I can still pull out a math question.
Wait, we didn't type go yet.
No, go ahead. They can go.
Oh,
Go ahead. Type go ahead.
Okay, they're going.
You can guess as many times as you want because this is going to be hard. So
Okay.
we're going to have to keep an eye on it. And I'll give you a hint here pretty soon if nobody. All right. So let's see. Got a lot of different things. I should probably at least narrow down to the field, right?
Yes, please, TB.
So what do you think about this?
They're gonna hear you. Yep, I think that's a good one.
All right, so we'll give you a little bit of a hint, and as many guesses as you want.
Oh, dragon fruit. No, that would be a healthy food there, Draco.
All right, it's a
Draco's dragon. Right, dragon fruit. Anyway.
this is going to be this will narrow it down pretty good, but maybe not. It is a condiment, a type of condiment.
Yes, a type
which is something that goes with your main meal.
Right.
Right? We're kind of classifying it like that. Oh, man, I wish it was Peeps. That's some good man, there's some good food on there. Corned beef hash.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Ooh,
Tabasco whiskey wings. How you would have gone for that, but
for
that
sure. Oh my gosh, that sounds
unfortunately
great.
for you, that was not it.
All right, you guys are getting along the right path.
Yeah.
Ooh, sriracha. That was a good guess, OGP.
But not it, unfortunately.
No. Habanero sauce.
He likes that kind of stuff, but
people
that's
are
not exactly
getting closer. I'd say you're getting warmer. 100-year-old egg. Nope. All right. All right. I don't know what my next. Think about my next 10. I don't know what else I can do.
You might have to go with what it was made from.
But I'm going to allow that to be, the answer if necessary. If it has to be more of a generic answer, right? So,
Right.
So we're going to have a little bit of leeway. So you guys are just going to have to let us pick when we finally get there because I don't think anybody's going to get the exact answer. But, ooh, a ghost pepper. I don't know if I've ever dared a ghost pepper. Oh, we had a ghost pepper something one time. But
We did, didn't we?
I'm looking at Google and they have no idea what you ate. Heinz 57. You know what? Another thing about me is I'm a huge condiment guy. I dump that stuff, whether it's steak sauce or anything.
Yeah.
No.
Getting closer though.
Yeah, we'll give you guys a little bit of a hint. Sterling Cannabis is pretty close. I don't know why you have to. I don't know. That must mean something I don't know about. All right. Oh, Tabasco ketchup sure sounds good.
But that wasn't it.
Steve Rice says those ghost peppers will melt your chimichangas. All right. So it's a condiment. It's a spicy condiment.
Mm-hmm. So are you going by what it's made out of then?
Yeah, let's just go with what it's made out of.
Okay.
So yeah, don't give that as a clue. Oh, salsa was a good guess, Cash Cats. All right, you guys are getting close. Some of these things are pretty close. I'm looking for, I'm not really sure what I'm looking for because I don't think they'll guess exactly what it is.
Yeah.
But we'll know when we see it. We're getting pretty close.
Do you remember the exact name of the things or not?
It's on
Oh, I guess I should have put the answer, shouldn't I?
the mango salsa. That sounds good.
Or do you want to go with what you...
Yeah, they're not going to get that. But all right, so what do we want to do here? Let's go with, it's a spicy condiment.
How about this? Is that kind of what it is?
Not quite. Let me see. My dad has Ivy hooked up to him with a bottle of Heinz and they were just saying, yeah, that's how I am with Tabasco, Silver Stealer. Buy it by the gallon. All right, yeah. All right, let me see what we can do to get this thing done. So it's a spicy condiment spread. Tell me.
So what are you looking? So, kind of, or not?
Yeah, let me see. We're going to have to put this thing to bed.
The closest thing.
Closest thing. Somebody else might have said that earlier, though. Oh, peanut butter hot sauce. Ooh. Can you repeat? It's on the screen, and a spicy condiment spread. Let me see. I think that we can say Dolly Parton. I knew that was coming.
So what's your oh my gosh, somebody got it.
Somebody got it. You can stop.
Oh.
Believe it or not, Dove Season 91 got it with a hot hoagie spread. No, not butt cheese. All right, so here it is. Hoagie spread, spicy, hot, and great. Yeah, that's actually called a hoagie spread. So that's exactly what we were looking for. So if we look at the picture of it, it is right. That's just a terrible picture. It was like all green or something on the cast. I actually got that off their website. But yeah, this hot chopped hoagie spread. I'll tell you, if you guys haven't tried this stuff is good, man. It's on, put it on your eggs, on your hamburgers, on your hot dogs. This stuff is good.
If you like that hot and spicy stuff.
Oh man, I'll tell you, it makes my mouth water just think about it. Congratulations, Dove Season 1953 Roosevelt Dime. Yeah, that was Silver Steel says.
I didn't think anybody was gonna guess that at all, TB. I don't know how Dove Season did that.
Silver Steeler says the Mint must have produced that picture. Yeah, I mean, we would have taken, just a hot pepper. I mean, a couple of people said like ghost pepper spread, and we were considering just,
something similar.
A little bit more generic, but I think a couple of people said some type of pepper spread, so I was actually getting ready to bail on the question and going to the math question. So Dove Season bailed you guys out. Hey, Barbara Carbone is here. Hey, Barbara.
Google rocks is what Dove Season says.
Really? Yeah, this stuff is. Yeah, it is hard to find. We have a particular store we go to where we find it, and I think I bought it all out because I keep telling them at the store to order some more, and they just laugh at me, and I'm like, no, I'm serious. Order some more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it's really, really good. Really enjoy it. So.
All right. So
All
what
right,
else
so
is
dove
going there?
season. So we appreciate it, everybody. We had another great time tonight. It's 10 o'clock, 10:05. So.
I know. Some folks just recently joined us,
Yeah, I
like
know. I don't like it
Barbara.
when people join and then we cut out. That's great. And especially Barbara. We haven't talked to Barbara in quite a while either. So,
Yeah.
all right. We appreciate you coming by and saying hi. Yeah, Archaeology Mikey says I should promote the store. I'll tell you, they should be sending me some free bottles in the mail because of me promoting them. Yeah, so yeah, it's a particular brand. I'm sure there's some other good ones out there, but I love that hot
That's
stuff.
what you found.
Yeah. What I miss, I was coming up with a few quick sketches. Oh, we just did a giveaway for the Roosevelt Dime Vanessa. And Dove Season 91 won it. So Dove Season, make sure you send your mail-in address to tb@talkingbullion.com. I think you have won in the past, but please send it again to make sure. All right, yeah, thank you, Eve Wrights. We really appreciate that. And thank you, Off Grid Power. We appreciate that. And Archaeology Mikey had some homemade meatloaf for dinner. We like making meatloaf.
Nice.
We can make some pretty good meatloaf. Mussel shell, yeah, hey, right on. Thank you. Yeah, all right, don't forget everybody, Silver Steeler and Winning Image Photography are going to join us next week.
Next week.
And then we'll go from there. But Hidden Numismatist, I might have your address. I can send to what I have on file. If you're good with that, I am. As long as you haven't moved, we should be okay. In fact, just give me just
Just make sure you
minute.
check to see if you have that.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight, everybody. I see Vanessa has to say good night.
Good night, Vanessa. Thank you for joining us. If you want to join us next week and you want to send some drawings of what you rendered, well, I'll post them and put them on the live stream and show people. If you want to do that next week, I'd be happy to do that.
Yeah.
And we can get some people to give us a little
Give us some feedback.
informal poll. And yes, Hidden, it looks like I do have your address. As long as it hasn't changed, we should be good.
All right.
All right, good night, Barbara. Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. And thank you, everybody else. Thank you very much. We always appreciate you and enjoy the chat and the conversation. And thanks for joining us. Everybody take care.
Thanks for making our evening fun and interesting.
And always remember, let's keep talking bullion. Take care, everybody.
Good night.